All right, maggot. Now I've got you here in my interrogation room, and I need to know, what are you doing in international waters?
Oh man, I don't know. I just want to get back home, man. I got this wound in my foot.
Now stop being a sissy there, boy. You're gonna tell me what I want to know.
I don't know anything, man. I'm telling you, it's all Chekof. Ask him. He brought me into this mess.
Someone get that Rusky in here.
Yeah. Chekof, just tell him everything. Then get out of here.
Get your freaking capital dog's hand off of me. I will tell you nothing. You will know nothing. I will sing you songs of my great country. That's all you get out of me.
All right. Now your friend here says that you are the mastermind behind this whole thing.
Hayden.
You're going to tell me what you're doing here in international waters. And
Hayden.
You're going to tell me where Hitler is, goddammit.
Wait, where Hitler is and what are...
Don't play stupid with me,
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm the one playing stupid here. Hayden, you not tell this man this plan was yours the whole time, that we're just bird watchers. We're just traveling, trying to find the very, very rare Russian seabird. Okay?
We have been controlling this international waters for years now, looking for that horrible man and his weapons of destruction. Now you're gonna give me all the information I need, or you're going nowhere.
Okay, all right,
Look, man,
I'll tell
I
you
don't know.
everything.
We're just on a submarine to Russia to fight the KGB to get his assets back. The podcast. I just need to get back to Joe.
Wait, no, Hayden, you don't spill everything,
Going to
Hayden.
Russia, eh? You're gonna go help him, aren't you?
All right, fine. Yes, we're trying to fight off KGB. Aren't you Americans anti-KGB? You should be happy for me.
Yeah,
You
that's
were
horrible.
fighting your own people.
People, no. Government, yes. See, KGB has been part of life for me for all eternity. But you know what? They have decided to take what I hold most dear to my heart away from me. And I decided, well, with Hayden's inspirational words, that I will not let that happen. So, Hayden said, why don't you go and take your things back? Defend what you love the most. I said, yeah, that sounds great. So
All right,
Hayden said, let's go.
Say that I
hippie.
believe you. Say that I think that you're a defector.
Well,
Now,
yeah, that I am.
why are you here in international waters?
Going to Russia. Take back the fight straight to KGB. You'll never see it coming.
So
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
you're going back to
Yes.
fight the KGB. to
Or
get
every
your
single
property.
one. Get back property, get back life, get back honor. Everything is true.
Pretty much. And
All right. What do you have for proof?
I don't have much of proof for
You still
anything
have the
other
phone
than
call?
the fact that
the phone call.
that,
Just show him the phone call from the KGB. The voicemail.
yes. Okay, yes, I'll have this phone call key. Hold on. Let me get a hold of it real quick. Hold on. Let me check pockets. All right, not this pocket. No, no, that's where Russian
my
jerky.
He's on the cell phone.
Hold on. I'm trying to find. All right, Russian military outfits is full of
How do you
pockets.
still
All right,
have your
that's all
outfit,
right.
man? I'm stripped
What?
bone of everything. I just have some
I'm
cloth on.
Hayden. All you just had to ask is to keep your dignity and your clothes on.
You're stalling.
All right, fine. I'm stalling. All right. I don't know where my phone is. I don't know where the recording is. Okay.
How do you not know? You just
What do you
had
mean?
it
How
on
do I
go.
not know, Hayden? We got
I just made a
invaded
phone
on
call
the
last-
submarine. Oh no! Wait, here it is. It's in my sock.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. All right, there you go. Here is
How
recording.
do you get socks? I don't even have socks. My foot's
That's what I'm
bleeding over
saying.
here.
You just ask for dignity. I ask for yours. Hey, can I keep socks on? Keep my clothes on. Oh yeah. You see, everyone always picks Americans this horrible place, but most of them are pretty okay. I mean,
just
look
tell
at you,
him,
big
just
mousy
tell
man,
him, man,
Hayden.
so we can get out of here. I think I'm gonna.
All right,
bleed to death.
yes. So here's the recording. Okay, the recording says we're going to take everything from me. Part of KG.
That's official.
And I
KGB.
decided not to do it.
All right, give me that. I'm gonna give it a listen.
All right. You make sure if you put your headphones on, though, you might want to turn it down. KGB CO is kind of loud talker.
Yellow, this is Vice President of KGB. A very important message for you. Now listen carefully, okay? I am High Representative for the KGB, and we need you to surrender your assets to us immediately. These include pizza subs, eBay games, the podcast, and Carla, as well as 4.5 of her babies. I don't care how you do it, but you will surrender your assets to us immediately. Or else we will stick Dmitri on you, and you know how he is with these punishments. Alright, now I have to go. This has been a message from a KGB Vice President. Goodbye. This message will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Now you are dead. Got you. KGB out.
Okay, so this here is saying that you are not with them. So I'll believe you.
Right. Well, later I was with them. Now I'm not. And they're upset. Yes, exactly.
So can we go back home now?
Yes. Can we go back to home of Mother Russia so we can take back our KGB plans?
I gotta get back to Joe. Get my foot healed.
Well, that's a mighty nice relationship you got there, but we're not going that direction.
What?
Why are we not going to Russia? I don't understand. That was the whole plan. Like, are you not going to help me defect from KGB? Should you not try to help me defect from this evil place?
Are you going to help me against your allies to get Hitler?
Hitler.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
Back in World War II, Mother Russia sent in secret agents.
Don't you lie to me. We're going to get that Hitler.
Hayden, did you tell this man we know what Hitler is? Does this man not know a history book?
This is news to me, man. I didn't say anything.
Russia is their ally. If I help you against the KGB, you're going to help me get Hitler.
Sure, yeah, of course, yes, you got me. I'll help you with, getting Hitler, yes. All right, that's right. We in Mother Russia, we actually secretly got another German soldier, put on more fake mustache like Charlie Chaplin, and shoot him in the square. And then we secretly took Adolf Hitler to location.
All right, we're going to get him. I'll tell you what, you talk to your people, and I'll talk to my people, and we'll get this organized.
All right, hopefully they have some medication for you.
Oh, something, man.
Oh,
Here,
man.
you go make your phone call. I'll be right back.
All right. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, gosh. Dang it. How's this number you too, Joe?
What?
How is this?
Who is this? Hello? Listen,
Dude.
I don't care about my insurance on my car.
Dude, Joe, it's me. Dude, it's Hayden.
Me? Who?
Where are you
who?
at right now, man?
What?
Dude,
I'm at
Hayden
home.
from
Listen,
the
you're
freaking
asking a lot of personal questions for like a scam caller right now.
Remember I got abducted from your basement? We're doing the podcast? How do you not remember this stuff, man? Those drugs really kicking in?
Okay, listen
You
here.
partying
Stop with these
those
jokes.
Twitch streamers?
Just come forward. Who are you?
Are you doing drugs with Ninja again?
No, man. Ninja won't call me back. Wait a minute.
Man,
How do
this
you
is
know
Hayden. We
about
did the
my
podcast.
antics
How
with
do you
Ninja?
not remember me, dude. Come on, man. We're in a dire situation. You're supposed to be on your way to rush our international waters to help us out. Just get us out of here, dude.
International waters. Hold on. Let me
Yes.
check my note 20.
Remember I got shot in the foot and you said, oh, yeah, you're going to come?
Short in the foot?
Joe, dude.
Oh, Hayden. Ooh, Hayden. Hi, Hayden. What's up, man? Hey, You're calling at a weird time.
Are you
What's
serious right
going
now,
on?
man? How did you... Dude, we've been doing the podcast. Do you not care about the podcast at all?
No, I care a lot, but I've been doing some work.
No,
A lot of work.
what happened, man?
Dude,
We need... I don't care, man. We need to get out of here. I'm stuck in international water
that's
prison
right.
camp or whatever this is, man. And I got one phone call, and apparently it's you. And we need some help. He thinks that if we go and help him, like, defeat Hitler or whatever, he'll get us out of here, but...
Defeat Hitler?
Yeah,
that guy was, like, defeated, like, 60 years ago.
It's a little crazy, I know, dude. Trust me, this is what we're working with. The only way that he'll let us go is if we help him find Hitler. I'm using air quotes. So if you've got someone, something that looks like Hitler or whatever, just, we just need to get out of here.
I mean,
my foot is bleeding, man. We gotta do something, man. I can't be here anymore. They give Chekof all the clothes.
All right.
He takes all, I'm just naked and it's sad. And I miss Carlo. So you have any idea?
I mean, I guess I can call Carla. I mean,
yes,
I can't
please.
promise anything though.
Just do something, man.
All right, fine. Okay. But Hayden, I mean, I gotta warn you, man. We gotta get some more revenue going here. Okay, I've been playing testing the Xbox Series X.
Are you playing right now?
What?
Dude, you're supposed to be helping us.
Okay,
yeah.
listen.
Like
listen, first off, not playing. It's not playing. It's called creating a review, developing review. In order to develop a review, I need to play test something. Okay.
A review, gosh. You know that we're over here dying in international waters.
Listen, man, you're right. Okay, I screwed up. All right, that's my fault.
Fine,
all right, I'll make sure I'll try to work on locating something to help you out. How about this? I'll try to remember to give Carla a call for you.
Thank you.
And see what she says to do. Okay.
Okay, good. All right, I got to get back. So.
All right. I mean, like, before you go back, man, like.
What now?
When are we gonna record this podcast, dude?
Like, are you serious? Right now? Yeah, you want to do the podcast right now?
I mean, well, it sounds like you got plenty of time.
I don't have time, man. We're in a prison camp. Like, what kind of time?
Well, it sounds like but it sounds like you got one call
with a hole in my foot from an AK-47 that a Russian guy handed me on a submarine to fight the KGB. Like, what kind of time do I have?
Like, I'm just saying, man, though, dude, we really need to get this PS5. And I don't have the funds to buy the PS5 by itself yet.
Oh, my gosh. Fine, I'll ask. Let me ask the war sergeant general that wants to kill Hitler. Let me ask him.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Hey, sir, sergeant. If I can call you that.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you had your phone call?
Yeah. So he, Joe, or this guy on the other end of the phone, he agreed to help us, help you find Hitler.
Right. And so your contact is gonna help us find Hitler. Sounds good.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, as long as I record a quick podcast with him, if you don't mind.
A podcast? Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. You just get me that information.
Yeah. We will. Yeah, he'll get someone to help us guide you to Hitler if I do this podcast for him. So that's the agreement.
Oh boy, we're gonna get him.
Yep, we are. Yeah. Do you mind unshackling me real quick for this?
Sure, here you go. There you are.
All right, thank you. Whew. Wow. All right, I'll be back, Chekof. I gotta
all right, Hayden,
do this quick podcast.
Please help me out with this, man. I think he's gone crazy.
Oh, you'll be fine. All right, Joe, you still there?
What's that?
Hey, 1 second, Chekof. 1 second. Joe,
please,
you there? Joe?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, yeah, he said we could do the podcast. Not right now.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, that's right. Okay, hold on. Let me I'm getting to this. Right. I'm right now I'm adjusting the size of my genitals on Cyberpunk 2077. Hold on a second. I just gotta make sure this schlong I'm making is just gigantic.
What?
Just massive.
Do that?
I've been doing this for 3 hours, and all I've been doing right now for the past 3 hours is trying to figure out what size my massive genitalia is gonna be, dude. Like, this is great. This is 10 out of 10 gameplay. I don't even know why you would play anything else.
We gotta do this. My minutes are gonna run out. We gotta do this.
Okay, yeah. All right, hold on. We good.
All right. Do you want me to start it off again?
Sure, go for it.
Right.
Just want to thank Anchor for making this podcast possible. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's totally free. They have creation tools that allow you to record, edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go check it out. Go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's real easy. That's what we use. I just edit the podcast, upload it to the website, and they pretty much do the rest of the work for us. So go check it out, guys. Thank you.
All right, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pizza Subs. I know it's been quite some time, a few weeks, maybe a month. But we had something cooking. Hopefully you liked that opening skit. And then we also have a new guest that was the drill sergeant in the skit, and his name is Kris. Kris, welcome on.
A skit? This isn't real life?
What?
You're not captured?
What?
What? Anyways, yeah, keep going.
No, Joe, this is the whole thing, you know? This is how we do the podcast. We can't tell the people that we're actually, you know...
I thought that was the plan the whole time. We're going to think that was real.
So, you guys play Cyberpunk at all, or... Heard that came
I haven't yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing Keanu Reeves in a video game, man.
Oh, right.
When was he ever in one before? Or was this his first one? I mean, I guess really the Matrix games, right? Yeah, he was in the Matrix games.
Which were weird.
Oh, right. Totally. But those games sucked.
Yeah, in an actual good game.
I don't think, my brother got one for Christmas, and we were playing it, and I'll never forget, there was this one scene where we were doing bullet time, and for the life of us, we just couldn't beat that level. We're like, this game's horrible.
Bullet time?
Yeah, bullet time is where you slow it down. Yeah, dude. God, you never seen or played Matrix before?
Yeah, I have, yeah. But I didn't know what bullet time was.
Yeah. But I'm just ready, man. I'm ready to just make my character the weirdest looking thing I can.
Yeah, just like you.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Super weird.
Super weird.
But yeah, a lot of people have been playing it. I think Dr. Disrespect was streaming it all night last night.
What's it looking like so far?
I don't know, man. I mean, it looks kind of like Mass Effect. But first person, and apparently it looks terrible on the old consoles.
I'm sure it does.
And whatnot. But yeah, I've only seen a little bit.
On the Xbox One, you mean?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Horrible.
They say PS4 and Xbox One. It just is not looking too good right now. But it looked good to me. But he's probably playing on a supercomputer with his 380s or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really see too much of it. But yeah, it just seems like another game you're running around, you know.
Well, Cyberpunk,
Quest,
apparently,
world, right?
Yeah, well, apparently though, the reviews are kind of mixed, especially from IGN and GameSpot. I think they gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I think people were it was just way too hyped.
Was it GameSpot? GameSpot might have given it a 7 out of 10. IGN gave it a 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Hold on. Yeah,
they probably just overhyped it so much that everybody gave in.
Well, they delayed
That's the biggest
it
problem when you get
expectations.
When your expectations are super high and it just doesn't meet them. But if you go in with no expectations.
Well, apparently though,
it's like life, right?
The editor the reviewer who reviewed for GameSpot said The bad is there's so much to do that isn't meaningful. So a lot of it ends up feeling superfluous, like they've never played an RPG before.
Hmm.
And then they said superficial, often edgy aesthetic choices have no real purpose, which makes them grading rather than adding anything relevant to the world.
Weird.
So, like the incorporation of different cultures and backgrounds is wildly inconsistent, from good to inaccurate to downright offensive.
Oh,
The main story doesn't cohere with the rest of the game, with an urgency that's in odds with everyone else, and technical issues. So basically, they're mad with some technical issues, which is fair. And then they said edgy content just doesn't is like there's no place for it in this game. And then they say that there's just a lot of things to do that isn't meaningful. But what I've heard is that this reviewer even admits to still not playing a big portion of this game, to not even really finishing this game off.
What the heck?
Like they
Yeah,
haven't done
like a
any of the
little
upgrades or anything at all. And then they feel like they can pass out this as a review. Because I think this person specifically was ready to comment on it because it's
Well, they just wanted to
for
get something out there.
yeah, well, the biggest thing too, right, is that they're allowing you to literally be anybody you want, any gender you really want, right? So, if you're transsexual, right, you can make your character transsexual, right?
Huh.
But like the problem is like the company's so edgy and all this other stuff, and you had the bull crap articles about how like they're trying to use like that poster. Remember that poster was supposed to be like super sexual selling a product, and that person was trans. They got all mad about it because they said that they're trying to use like the trans community like as a way to like sell products, right? They're just using them as an object, and they're like, yeah, that's the point. That's the point of the future. Like the future would do that, and that person in there is trans, but that person in there who is trans is like a celebrity in the world. Like it makes perfect sense, but they're just they have to write, what is it called, like clickbaity articles, and so since they've already written it, they have no choice but to stick behind it. So I guarantee you, no matter how good this game is going to be, this person was always going to say it was a 7 out of 10.
Well, can we ever get an honest review these days?
No, you can't. You literally
For
can't.
anything?
Oh, by the way, the reviewer for this one from GameSpot, that now it could be incorrect. Her name is Callie Plague, and I believe she's the one who wrote for the Pokemon game that got a 7 out of 10 because they complained it had too much water for like IGN back in the day.
Is she allergic
So-
or what?
No, she's a crappy video game journalist who can't even who can't even finish. I'm not even mad about her 7 out of 10. I'm more mad at the fact that she just didn't even finish her freaking like game. She wants to sit here and say and drop a review on something, and then but like not even play the full content. It's like listening to a band, like a band's one hit song, not even listening to the full album and saying that album was meaningless. There wasn't enough in the album.
Well, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they do. You're just explaining it.
So for me, that's why I'm like, dude, like, she just wanted to hurry up and put out a thing. She already had her goal set in mind. She's ready to comment on the incorporating of different cultures and backgrounds, widely inconsistent, from good to inaccurate to downright offensive, says the white cis female. But hey,
Right. Yeah.
the white female sworeth, therefore the white female speaketh. Like,
And of course, they're the expert in this whole thing, right?
Especially
Reviewing
culture.
video games,
especially
yeah.
culture, dude. No one knows more about culture than white cis females.
Well, it's funny that in
Please.
even now in any other kind of thing where we're trying to talk about, empowering the people of other genders and empowering women, like what was it, the halftime game with Sakura and why am I drawing a blank? They did a belly dance and they were trying to
Beyonce or
women.
Oh
They were
yeah.
yeah,
like,
J-Lo.
be powerful, let us do what we want to do, we can be strong women. And then for hours they talked about how that was, feminizing and insulting women, and you can't can't do that and be a woman. And it's like, what? And then of course during the elections, the woman that did the debate, all they talked about was the silly faces and her resting bitch face. But nobody talked about what an idiot and a clown and a cartoon Trump was. Like nobody pulled that shit up when he was his first debate. But when a woman does a debate, they've got to only talk about the little petty shit because they can't talk about anything else.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's kind of interesting, man. And it's like it's bleeding into gaming.
It's
gaming
everything
for the last. Yo, yeah, keep going, Hayden. What don't you say?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, yeah, you can't really trust reviews anymore. Like, what do you do these days? Like, aside from like making a decision on your own, you know? But because it's like $60, so it's like, you know, you don't, if you're like, oh, you're reading this, and you're like, oh, maybe I should buy it, you know? And it's like, well,
exactly.
What do you trust now? Like, who do you go to?
I don't. I trust YouTubers. YouTube is like, that's why like mainstream media is slowly trying to suffocate YouTube. They're trying to force.
Well, they're getting suffocated.
They are. Well, the problem
They're
is too is like
too.
what's getting suffocated on YouTube isn't YouTube. What's getting suffocated on YouTube is the original YouTube community. Celebrities, like, I mean, we can talk about Belle Delphine, right? I mean, she's kind of, you know what she is, right? You guys are familiar with Belle Delphine, right?
No, not really.
Okay, well, she's the one who sold the bathwater. Remember bathwater? The Gamer Girl bathwater?
No.
Katie,
Really?
You don't know about Gamer Girl bathwater? Look it up. Anyway, so look it up and you'll know what I'm talking about after that. But so what this girl has done was she created this video. And then like she's very scantily clad, slapping her ass like on paint and stuff. But she's basically mimicking WAP, because I probably shouldn't say a third part, but WAP, right? The freaking Cardi B song. And Cardi B's song was on there, but she got freaking banned. Her channel got freaking like deleted and everything. They restored it back, but like what I'm trying to get at is celebrities can everything that YouTube's going to be going here in about 5 years will only be mainstream people or people who only sit in line. Like the fact that if you try to go out of line, talk about this, go against that, they will freaking demonetize your channel, delete the videos, cancel your channel, and get rid of you and delete you off the platform.
Oh yeah.
But in the meantime, you can have WAP as a main song, right? You can have WAP, but someone can't do.
But you can't say it, or our podcast will get demonetized.
Right. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Just WAP, right? But like the biggest thing too is like our podcast will get it, right? Or if you were to do a similar video, your channel gets deleted for over sexualizing things.
Yeah.
But you're telling me that WAP isn't?
Well,
like, how is that fair?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. But any other thoughts on Cyberpunk?
Me to all these new rap videos, and they're worse than that. That is like a low level sexualization. There's videos on YouTube where the girls are practically naked and, you know, fucking the guy. I guess I can. Well, we can say that word. That's a good one.
Well, like the craziest thing too is like how demeaning to women are those lyrics,
right?
How offensive to women are those lyrics? But you'll have every Nancy and Drew there freaking singing the songs in their convertibles, having a good time. But like you have someone who makes a slight sandwich joke and you're going to freaking dox them and delete them off the platform. Also, you're going to write about a game you didn't complete. And when someone calls you out on it, even though it's against like, you know, terms of services on Twitter and YouTube, you're going to demand that said person be canceled, right? Delete their channel.
Well, and it's like, what happened to artistic license? I mean, that was an easy getaway for everything, really.
Yeah. Well, and that's just what's crazy, man. It's just like they're trying to slowly strangle commentary YouTube, because what it does is it challenges the mainstream. And right now, the mainstream has so much power over your career and your life. Doxing you, being able to send out mass freaking deflagging campaigns at you is incredible, man. Like it blows my mind. Like, remember, like standing up against the man, standing up against mainstream thought and ideals was like the cool thing to do. And like now all those people who wear like freaking like anarchy shirts and everything else too and everything, you know, the ones who wear those stuff, right? They're the ones who freaking lick more boots than I've ever seen anybody else in my life. Like you can't go against the grain now. It's crazy. Like if you have any thought or opinion that's against the grain, they'll freaking delete you. They'll find where you live, they'll find your home, they'll find your family, and they will just destroy your livelihood.
Open,
It's insane, man. Like what these people are capable of and how far they're willing to go.
It's just like with comedians and everything too. You know,
I know.
You say something,
dude.
It's just
Comedy's
like,
boring.
bam.
I haven't watched real stand-up in a hot minute now.
And everybody's got a stand-up special now. Amazon, Netflix.
And none of them are good.
Hey, did you see my special? Wait, you got
Kevin
one too?
Hart just did one out of his home. He put a little. It's on Netflix. He built a bar, a stage area in his house, and he's like, I don't leave my house no more.
No, he doesn't have to leave his home. I heard that was pretty good though, the Kevin Hart one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Kevin Hart's still like one of the guys who like challenges that stuff. Remember they canceled him for
him and like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, well they tried to cancel Kevin Hart because he
oh yeah.
Remember like these old gay comments
he said some
that he did on stand up?
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, that's gay." You know, the "Hey, that's gay" routine he did?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like his son, anytime his son's doing something, he goes, "Hi, you know, that's gay." Like that old stand-up routine he did. He was going to host an award show, and they're mad about that. And he's already apologized about that specific
a lot, yeah,
thing like multiple times. And he's like, "I'm not doing it anymore." He's like,
well,
"I'm
Joe
done
Rogan
apologizing."
talks about that too. About
yeah, dude.
How you can't say anything anymore.
Yeah, it's funny watching Joe Rogan slowly become more conservative, like every podcast.
Really? I haven't watched
it.
Yeah, all those little tiny snowflakes, they can't deal with it.
No, I mean, like, you know, he got a contract from Spotify, right, to basically record and have anybody he wants. Like, he wanted full control over his podcast and who he can have on the show and everything. Well, people were mad that he had Alex Smith. Spotify workers were mad that he had Alex Smith on, so they deleted all his episodes that had Alex Smith on, like Tim Pool and everything else on, like very like not, you know, like mainstream thoughts. And so then he's like, so him and Spotify like got a little bit of a tiff, but with his contract, he basically said I can do, like, he's allowed to do what he wants. So they had no choice but to put him back on. And you know, like those people on Spotify were like, the workers underneath were so mad.
So weird, man. Man, how like
do you remember when Bible thumpers were like the big issue? I've done shows for Bible thumpers and I've done shows for like mainstream people, and I've never felt more censored than doing the mainstream people than I did for Bible thumpers. Like, it's insane.
Like, yeah, like, remember when comedy used to be like you like totally like insulting, you know, someone or something, like,
yeah, dude, and people destroy them, all their hopes and dreams.
But now, yeah, it's like now can't. So like they get really offended and then they'll kick you out, and then they'll either like, yeah, I see so many like videos of like people just storming out, or like people getting kicked off the stage, or like stuff like that.
Self-righteousness is the way to feel, though. Feel good intentions are or is what's driving mainstream. Most of those people who want, you know, things to be better for whatever minority, POC, LGBTQ, whatever, they don't ever put the effort into actually helping that situation out, to helping those people out. All they do is they want to shout things out when they're mad and offended. They have to do it because they literally have no other way or no other desire to actually being a part of like the answer to their problems, right? So what I mean by that is like self-righteousness is a huge drug right now. And the whole point behind it is that people can now feel justified being the right person. Like they have to feel good about themselves. And the only way they can feel good about themselves is by tearing somebody else down, right? Because a good person, a righteous person would fight for what's right without trying to, destroy someone else, without trying to take down someone else. Right? That's what a good, righteous person does. None of these people are good people. A lot of these people are ugly people, but they hide behind this veil of righteousness. They hide behind self-righteousness as an answer to themselves, so they don't have to answer for the bad that they are. They don't have to answer for their own sins. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, I feel like a lot of people are just looking for something to get upset about, or like,
because they have to. They do. They look on purpose because they have to call it out on Twitter. Because for sure, man, they're not going to go out and actually try to do something for the community. For sure they're not going to volunteer at a Boys and Girls Club. For sure they're not going to sit there and watch women's soccer. They can sit there and complain about women's basketball wages, but none of them are watching them. They want to say that women's basketball, they deserve more, but the reason why women don't get paid as much, even though they, a woman player could be just as successful in her, sport as LeBron, is because nobody watches it. When was the last time you went out in public and saw somebody wearing a WNBA jersey, especially female, right?
Right.
But they have no choice but to do it. They have to shout it out on Twitter because they need people to see their self-righteousness. They need people to see their acts of good, because otherwise they're bad. They're a bad person, and they are. They're a toxic, they're a dark, they're a self-destructing person. They are a bad person.
That.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, keep going. What were you going to comment?
Well, I was just going to say, so Cyberpunk, it looks like, so IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, Metacritic 91, and then GameSpot 7 out of 10. Yeah,
and then there's one other one who gave it like a 6.
Might be. Yeah, and then they're saying, what's the situation with Cyberpunk 2077 reviews? Like, this is just embarrassing,
Nothing. This game has shown how important it is to, I guess really what this game has shown how important individual thought and opinion is, because what this game has just done is clearly shown that game reviews are all politically and personally driven. Like, I'm not saying that people can believe a game is a 6 out of 10, but with how vast the reviews are tells me that they are definitely opinionated politically, right? Like that their own agenda is the drive behind the review. To go from a 6 and a 9 have that vast.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember back in the day, how spot on, at least I think I used to follow GameSpot 2005 or whatever, 2006. Yeah. And they used to be really spot on. I remember when I was watching the Gears of War, the very first Gears of War review, and it was 9.5 out of 10 or 9.6 out of 10. I'm like, oh man, this looks like a really good game, and they explained everything, and the review felt spot on. When I went to pick up the game and everything, I was just yep, they're right. Single player, multiplayer, everything. And now it's just ever since a few years ago at least, maybe even 5 years. I think Destiny was the first one that was do I trust this review or not? It started going downhill ever since. And now
I stopped trusting reviews back when Dead Space 3 came out. IGN did a review on Dead Space 3 and gave it a 7 out of 10. And the things that this guy complained about. So Isaac, the protagonist, right? He can read the alien signs. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Dead Space, but a quick thing, right? Basically, aliens take over humans' bodies, kind of turn them into alien zombies, kind of a thing. And how they do it is an idol, right? A giant tower symbol, and these ancient writings. Well, Isaac's been indoctrinated in Dead Space 2, so he can read these writings and knows what these writings say. The guy complained that Isaac can magically read these symbols without any explanation how he can read the symbols. That actually was explained in the second game. Then he complains about the girl in the second, who was in the second game. She's in the third, that ends up being Isaac's girlfriend / lover or whatever. She got her eyes stabbed out in the second game, and then he's like, and now she magically has both eyes back. Well, if you look at it, they're different colors. And if you read the comics beforehand, they explained that, it's space, it's the future. They gave her a new eye because it's the future. And the guy, the guy gave the game 7 out of 10s for those opinions. And I was like, I'm done.
I'm watching reviews all the time because truly reviews are based on that person's personal opinion.
Right.
And I've
Right
never
nowadays, more so, I feel like.
been able to associate with any of them. Like half the things that I watch are get a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, and me and all my buddies and everybody I know love the shit out of them. Critics are just hoity, they don't know anything, and they don't associate with the everyday average person. They don't help us understand anything because they're just like, I didn't like this movie or I didn't like this game. And it's like, well, who are you to tell me this? Do you have any idea what the rest of us want? No, you don't. So why do I listen to your stuff?
Right. I feel like reviews need to swap off of a number system because of the opinions, like you said. Like someone could be a 9 out of 10 to one person, a 6 out of 10 to another, especially when they're politically agenda driven, So for me, it should just be, hey, what'd you like about it? What you didn't like about it? And then not even like, and it should just be buyable, waitable, skip it. Like buyable, sale, purchase, like full purchase, sale purchase, or no purchase. Those would be your 3 things. Should this person just not even waste their time? So like really terrible games, you're like, yeah, don't purchase this. If this game's like for them, they're like, I'd wait on a sale. And then another person's like, yeah, definitely buy it. Right. And then you review it that way. And then they list off what they do and don't like. So right now, there wouldn't be a 7 out of 10. Right now, with a good, this game is purchasable. So for her, it would say these things, and I can see the bad. And I'm like, oh, that bad? That's the dumbest bad I've ever seen in my life. And so I know for me that is not what's like, for me, I'm like, all right, cool. That doesn't matter to me. So therefore, I'm still going to buy it,
Yeah. So what's the standard now? Like, shouldn't there be like a requirement, like, okay, like graphics, audio, like, should there be like a checklist instead of like, oh, I played it and I didn't like it, you know what I mean?
Well, checklist number 1 should be played entire game. You did everything for the game.
Right.
I'm allowed to pass this review.
Mm-hmm. And definitely they need to set it up as like, we need to talk about graphics and control and all the actual numerical things of it.
Yeah, I agree. There should be like a checklist comparing like graphics.
I thought there always was,
No, there might have been years ago. And you can kind of like have like sub things underneath them too, like graphics. That this game's clearly graphics doesn't matter, right, as much, right? It's an indie game, so for an indie style of graphics, it's not bad, right? It's not the greatest graphics of all time, but like for an indie game, pretty good.
Yeah, now it's like all marketing, like
what
they
marketing?
Just did
Doritos,
such a good job marketing
Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
So
Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Yeah, get your free Mountain Dew.
Listen,
remember
if
they
you
did
don't
have Destiny, like get your
dude, they did with Halo. Remember that guy was sitting there with an interview for Xbox, whatever, and he was sitting with like a freaking pyramid mountain of Mountain Dew and like Doritos and stuff. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that with Halo too again, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure they will.
If anyone can get a console these days.
Dude, they're bad. So many freaking scalpers, man.
Oh, all the scalpers, man. They're on eBay for like $1,200. At least the PS5s are. And you can't find one anywhere. You can like endlessly scroll through the PS5s on eBay.
It's insane. Kris, are you gonna get a new console? Because I mean, I snagged an Xbox, but Hayden hasn't got me my PS5 yet.
I'm interested in getting the new Xbox too, but I'm probably gonna wait until the third, road or
installment or whatever they call them.
Every time I bought a brand new console, straight out of the release, I've always had a problem. It's had bugs, or there wasn't enough games, or there are just all kinds of little things that you gotta sort out after it's gotten to everybody 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus you can't get one, so is there any bugs so far that you know of, Joe?
No, I haven't had any. I know. Excuse me. I know other people have had some problems. One of them was blowing, vape smoke into the console, so that can cause some problems.
Got an Xbox, got a PS5.
You gotta blow into it. It's smoking. Yeah. Did you see the tweet they
PS5
put
just
out? They're
falls
like,
over.
I can't believe we have to say this. Don't blow vape into your Xbox Series X.
Just don't blow vape in general. Like, isn't it bad for your lungs?
Dude, I'm sure it is. No, bro, it's water vapor, dude.
It's like you bring.
It's water vapor, bro. Don't you know, bro? It's water vapor, bro. Well,
my Xbox has lung cancer.
they
They use actual lungs. They use cow lungs in the new ones to make the air stream a lot better.
Their system to blow vape smoke in there, unless they're hot boxing their house.
I'm all about the hot box in the house.
Hot box, dude. That's what you do. When the cops come, you just like, I don't know what's going on, officer.
Yeah.
All the smoke comes out of the window.
To the windows, to the walls.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be until like February, March probably, until you can get a console again. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, what they need to do is
easily. And
I think what they ought to do is if like lockdowns slow down, that they should what is it called? Put more out into stores.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or sell more bundles. Like they ought to make more bundles. Like sell it with an extra controller and like 2 games. Scalpers can't make money off of that.
Yeah, how do
especially when you can buy games
scalpers?
digitally.
The bots.
Right.
Like you don't even have to do controllers, just sell it with 4 or 5 games that everybody's gonna get. Sell it with Cyberpunk, sell it with Call of Duty, sell it with Valhalla. Like make a triple title game thing, right? So you sell it for an additional $180. Those scalpers aren't going to touch that bundle.
Why not?
Because they can't make money off of digital content you can buy. You can buy this console for $1,100 and it comes with these games. Why would I want to pay extra for games I can buy digitally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the games will still be in there though. Like everything will be in there.
Most of it's digital coding. Most of the time they'll come with like cardboards of like with the digital codes you scrape off.
But then couldn't they just pass the cardboard on to the person that bought it?
Sure. For what? Extra money? You're not going to buy it for extra money. So they basically lost $180 to $200 of extra money that they could have made.
No, so there's a bundle right now on eBay that's PS5 5-disc version bundle, $2,000. But there's a disc. There's a disc. Yeah, never mind.
How much are they? How many bids are on it?
It just sold $2,075.
What an idiot! Who bought that?
And then
What a dummy.
this one, there's 23 bids on another one that's $910.
Oh yeah, it's $100. That's not bad. Stupid.
Gosh, dude, for a PlayStation.
People are so impatient that they'll pay double to triple the cost of something because they can't wait 2 months for them to come back out to the store again.
This is crazy, man.
But
I just can't believe how many consoles are not in consumers' hands and are all on scalpers. Like how many are on the scalping market? Like scrolling eBay right now, like it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like it's gross. Like it's just no other way for me to say that it is straight up horrible. Like I'm so upset right now just looking at it.
Sony said that they had just as much or even more PS4s as they do PS5s right now at launch. So they've already like sold more than they did for the PS4. at launch. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that tells me like it all just ended up on to scalpers. That's crazy. Like that tells me that if they launched this much like they did back in the day, like if this was back in the day they launched this much, everybody I know would have had a console. Every single person I would have known would have had a
Right.
console, because that was what happened with the
Without
PS.
scalpers, you think?
Yeah, scalpers are definitely ruined behind this. You know what I mean? Like it's awful.
Right.
It's bad. They're making so much money too, man. I mean, that's
Making a lot. That's the problem. They can make so much money, dude. If they just
especially
sat like
now because people want one
yeah.
for Christmas, so they're like, okay, $2,000, $2,075.
Just like imagine if they only made like $100 or $200, there'd be way less scalpers, dude. Way less scalpers.
They're only doubling their money.
Oh,
Some of them were
quadrupling
tripling
it.
it, right?
2,000? That's 500.
Yeah, I guess 2,000 is a lot.
That's insane, man. Hey, honey, I just made 1,500.
Right. To me, it just sounds
Go on a cruise.
that's just really worth it unless you buy like, even if you buy 10 of them, you're only making your money back for 20 of them. That might be a couple months worth of pay, but that's not really worth it.
It's not. And I don't see the reason to get a new console right now, like personally, like what I mean, it's cool, but like what am I gonna play that I can't already play, if I had like an Xbox One or a PS4 or PC, like I just don't see the reason. I mean, my friend really wants one. He really wants a PS5 and he has a PS4. And he's like, "Man, I tried everything." Like he tried everything since the pre-orders were released. He stood in line, he did all that, and he couldn't find one. And I'm like, "Dude, you have a PS4. Why don't you just play Cold War on that?" And he's like, "No, it's different, man."
It's
I'm
different.
like, all right. And he refuses to play or buy anything on the PS4 right now until he gets a PS5. So I'm like, I don't know. I just don't see the reason, like right now at least, to get one for myself, even if they were available. So why are people paying, $1,500, $2,000 for them if there's nothing like 100% special about them right now, other than that you can't find them,
That is crazy.
That's just my point of view. I know Joe has one and it's cool and whatnot, but it's like, why, why get one if you have to pay? I mean, at least he paid normal price. But if you can't get one at normal price, just wait, There's no point to buy.
Yeah, I've got over a dozen games on my rack that I haven't even played yet, let alone played all the way through.
Right, yeah. There's plenty of stuff. But I wonder if you buy... Oh, sorry.
These online MMOs take all your time, grinding like crazy.
Oh, right. I wonder if
Cyberpunk's going to take all day.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if you buy Cyberpunk for the Xbox One, will it transfer to the new one? Or like PS4 to the PS5?
I don't know.
Cross-platform save data? I don't think that'll work.
I mean, the Cold War one was like, if you pay $79.99 or whatever, you could play it on PS4 and PS5. So there was like an extra, like, double console version. But back when...
Like from Xbox to PlayStation.
Oh, no, definitely, probably not, right?
One will transfer over. I mean, at least the Xbox 360 save data went over to Xbox One.
Yeah.
If you were using the old disc. And
I'm sure that one.
The other thing is I had to use, because it's saved to a hard drive, I had to transfer the hard drive over to the new system for that save data to transfer over.
Interesting.
You remember when Destiny came out and you're trying to move from 360 to Xbox One? Everybody was like all pissed. They're like, come on. But now you can go from PC to PS4, but you still can't go Xbox. So I wonder now, since they're making Destiny crossplay, I wonder if now you're going to be able to do that, transfer your saves.
Yeah, when do you think it's gonna be crossplay? Like next year?
Oh yeah, it's definitely
December 31st, 2021.
yeah, right at the end. Oh shoot, I guess we can push that update, guys.
Oh yeah, we better put it through. I've been waiting for this thing to be crossplay for like a hot minute,
Ah man, I was gonna go out and party, man. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need you to push that update.
man.
We said we'd do it this year.
Oh man.
It's like me with homework.
Yeah, I mean it is
Second.
cross save right now, which is nice. So I can like play with everybody. But like real talk though, I'm like, I just want to play on one system instead of having to buy it multiple times.
I know, right?
Like, constant grind.
Yeah, like I have a friend that like goes into GameStop and he's like, "So what console?" And he's like, "Everyone." Oh, everyone? Okay. PS4, Xbox One, Switch, all that. He buys it for every single console.
God damn it,
Like, dude, why would you do that? And he's like, I have friends on each one.
it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just got to get everybody on Discord. That way they can all talk to each other while playing their games, right?
Yeah, but like Destiny before, you could only play with people on PS4 or like, you know, only people on Xbox, only people on PC. So now, you know, thankfully, you can, you know, because I have a friend on PS4 and I have friends on Xbox and PC, and you want to be able to play with everyone, you know. So finally, they're doing that. Apex just did that.
They needed to because their game was dying.
Yeah.
Their
That's
servers
crazy that
wouldn't
Apex
fill
is
up.
dying. You remember when it came out?
I do, and
Everybody
everyone
was
says
like,
it's gonna be Fortnite killer.
Apex! Apex!
Oh man, such a great game. I don't know how it does. Is Destiny still beating it?
You mean Fortnite?
No, Apex.
Oh, Apex.
Well,
Oh, I
like everyone was saying it was going to be the
Everyone's playing
Fortnite
Warzone.
killer, and I knew right off the bat it wasn't going to be.
I mean, it was cool because it wasn't Fortnite.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's like, dude, didn't you get Cold War? Why aren't you playing Cold War? Yeah, I don't know. It's just not as fun as Warzone. So all the streamers went back to Warzone. That's all they stream. Except Joe over here.
Yep, damn straight.
So you
Don't you
guys ready for
forget
the
about-
vaccine to come out?
I'm straight up ready for this whole thing to be done. I'm ready for
yeah, everybody
this, or
is,
at least
yeah.
ready to turn into a zombie after I get stabbed.
Yeah, they've already got all kinds of freaking craziness online trying to tell people that the vaccine during testing has caused grievous pussy wounds and shit, and it's like,
What?
Yeah, you can find all this garbage online already about the COVID vaccine caused serious grievous sores on your body.
I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure they're not lying.
Well, where are they injecting it at?
Like, seriously.
This is an anal vaccine, guys. Be prepared.
Well, someone was talking about how like someone joked about how like people complain about what's inside the vaccine, but will eat a McRib.
Yeah, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Eat a hot dog, let alone McRib. McRib only comes around once in a blue moon, so you can deal with, having that garbage in your belly every now and then.
Right?
Hot dogs and full of trash, and they'll eat them daily, shove them in their faces, have barbecue.
Well, I mean, can you imagine though, like if the vaccine actually was the McRib, like they secretly put it out that
It's
like,
all
oh hey, we
brown.
got it. I mean, how long has McRib been gone for, and it magically decided to show back up? Like that thing totally is straight up.
Well, COVID killed it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a guy in the back. You almost done? Yep. He's like mashing it together. I watched this comedian do like this video on a flu vaccine, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but he's like, all right, what do we got in here? All right, we got some goat milk, we got eggs, we got a little bit of frog's blood, and then we'll have Dave over here sneezing it. All right, and then he like blends it up. He's like, here's your flu vaccine, because I guess they don't know what strain to use every year or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. I think they already like started distributing it, and some people in Mexico, South America, or somewhere. They're already having like allergic reactions to it.
To what?
To the vaccine.
The COVID vaccine?
So yeah, people are already having like severe allergic reactions, so they're advising people with allergies not to get it right away.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that's fun stuff. Do you think there's gonna be like scalpers, just like the PS5 for the vaccine?
Scalpers for the vaccine? That would
Yeah.
be crazy. Well, I mean,
Put the vaccine
mostly
for sale.
bought by the government, right? There wasn't any individual purchases yet. Like Canada has bought it from 5 different companies, so they've got enough to vaccinate their population 5 times over if all of them produce the vaccine at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Well, like we've done it too, and like the thing about the vaccine, I believe it's supposed to be free, but there are like people who are like trying to say they got the vaccine and like they're like you could be one of the first to have it, and and then like try to charge people for it or whatever, and it's pretty funny. And then everyone's like, dude, it's free, it's straight up free.
$20, $20 will do it for you.
Yeah, but that
Well-
then everybody's like, well, if it's free, then I have to wait for it to go through all the first line responders and the nursing homes before it gets to me. And I really, really need it. I can't stay home for an extra couple of months, just like I can't wait for my PlayStation 5.
Bruh, I can't stand in line for my PS5 if I don't have one. But do you think they're gonna make it mandatory that you get one? Like the government?
They can try, they shouldn't.
I don't think they are. I
No,
think
because think about it, like
businesses will. And like,
businesses can try too, but that's actually against the law.
well, like work, like, hey, if you can come back to
Mm-mm.
work if you get a vaccine. Like that's what my
No,
friend had to
that
do.
would be
Kids
prejudiced.
going to school if they don't have the vaccine, just like they've been able to prevent kids from going to daycares without the normal vaccines that were allowed. You're
Right,
allowed
but you have a choice with the daycare. You have a choice with the school to go to a different school. If it's your
Yeah.
job already, they don't have the right to tell you to. Like you could
Oh,
probably
really?
sue 'em for it.
But then they'd like shame you, like, oh, stay away from that guy. He doesn't
They
have the
can
vaccine.
They're not allowed to know. That's against HIPAA. They're not allowed to know. If people find out you don't have it because someone at work told, especially if one of your like bosses told somebody, oh well, Kevin over there won't take the vaccine.
Dang it,
That's
Kevin.
against HIPAA. That's against your medical records being your own. Nobody has a right to your private records. No one has a right to what you do or what is and is being treated for you. No one has a right to your medical background besides your
Right.
doctor, and then other companies that you sign over the right to. So if you decide not to, and this is why the companies like workplaces can't force you to because of belief, and that's where you can sue them for it. And then if it goes around and people shame you, dude, I hope like if someone doesn't want to take it and they get shamed, dude, I hope they make bank. I hope they make so much money. I hope they make so much money.
Yeah.
Because whether in your opinion it's right for that they should or shouldn't take a vaccine is one thing, but to start forcing people to take vaccine, that's just another power trip, dude. That's just another step. The majority of people are going to take the vaccine, so once again, herd immunity will take over. Okay, sooner or later it's going to happen, right? Or even if people don't take the vaccine, those who take the vaccine are going to be healthy, and those who don't, if they're exposed to it, they're going to get sick and they'll die. And so will their opinion. So will their belief with them, right?
Right.
But as soon as you start forcing people to do it, then it's that. Then it's guns. Then it's your freedom of speech. Then it's how you look. It's how you dress. It's everything that's not American, man. And it's dumb. And they better not force it. They were trying to say like you couldn't get
They
your
said it could be on your ID, your license.
which is another great Gestapo here. Why don't I just get a tattoo on my wrist to say if I am or am not good enough to come through here? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's
Right,
bad, dude.
yeah. See the vaccine tattoo? I had it. You see it?
You see it right there, like fake. People are just doing fake vaccine tattoos.
Yeah, it looks like your kid drew that on. Hey, man, I was in a rush.
Just a Sharpie.
Yeah, that looks like crap, man. I was in a rush, man. Don't you tell me.
But yeah, no, just because, and that's the thing about America, man. Just because you don't, because you feel like they should, which I agree. I feel like people should take the vaccine, man. Like if it's proven to have a good, safety rating or whatever, blah blah blah. Then come on, guys, let's take it. It's good for your health. It's good for everybody else's health.
Even people that already got COVID.
Definitely.
Oh no, you can get it again.
Darwinism. I mean, seriously, survival of the fittest has been away for so long with all these warning labels and forcing others to do what's good for them.
Well,
just let the idiots die out, man. Like we could get rid of them in a couple generations because they'll keep doing stupid shit and die.
Or maybe someone important in their family is killed by by them getting sick. Like imagine like someone they truly love died of whatever said disease was, right? Like that might change their opinion in the future. And then, their future kids and their future family members will start trying to protect others and doing the whole vaccine thing.
You can't change somebody's problems without letting them make the mistakes themselves.
If you force it on them, you're just going to make it worse. And then more and more people are going to believe in the lies that, this is all, big this or big that. And, we're not going to take it anymore. Even though, like polio is not a thing anymore. And I wonder why, like there are severe diseases that aren't around anymore. And I wonder why. But the problem is like, if you force people to do it, if you try to force feed a kid to eat something or they're never going to do it, they're not going to like it, they'll hate it forever.
Right.
Well, they already do that. Like when you're born, they give you like 10 different vaccines when you're born or whatever, 8.
Yeah, they give you a bunch, but you can choose whether or not to have those as a parent.
How can you though? You're like a little kid.
No. Don't know.
Stop.
Yeah. No. They when they come in to do it, man, like they're like, oh, they're this and this vaccine, blah 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 blah. You're like, okay, we would like to administer these vaccines. Okay.
Oh,
you
to your
tell
kid?
Them no.
Oh, they ask you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the kid doesn't have any consent though.
Yeah, they
will. Dad, I never wanted to get that vaccine.
You say no like 3 times, but they will not give them a vaccine if you tell them no.
Oh, yeah. Really? Wow.
That's against the law.
Yeah.
Like grow up and get all pissed at your parents. I told you I didn't want it.
Yeah.
Did you hear about these? There's like some kids like who as soon as they turned 18 went and got like a bunch of vaccines.
Oh yeah, because their parents were anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, and they're like, all right, well now I have to do it.
Like no, I got to get all these vaccines, and then they died 2 days later.
Yeah, or like the dad. There's a story about a dad, I guess, who took his kid and got his kid vaccinated without the wife knowing or whatever.
Oh, because the wife was mad.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I don't know. My kid's been vaccinated. Once again, the wife and I believe in them. Kids have been vaccinated a lot, and everything seems to be going all right so far. I haven't noticed anything too much.
There's like lot of like autism and stuff that people are claiming now.
Yeah, but my question is, what about the kids who have autism and are non-vaccinated? How much do they hate those kids? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
There's kids. I know plenty of.
Talk about the percentage of people with vaccinations that are autistic versus those who aren't. It's like, because most people are vaccinated.
Yeah.
Most of the people with cancer also have vaccines. Most of the people with arthritis also have vaccines because most people have vaccines.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I just find it funny because like, people are like, like the whole idea like that autism has never been around before, that they magically started appearing like 10, 20 years ago. I think what people don't realize is ADHD was like an over blanket of so many of those problems, right? And so many of those diagnostics, right? They're like it's the thing now, like they're like, oh, Asperger, there's different traits out of it. So like, oh, they're different, whatever now.
Yeah.
I just find it funny.
Crazy.
But, like, there are kids who are getting autism and they're not being vaccinated. You know, I thought that was supposed to be a cure. You know, like people are like, they make it sound like as
Maybe
soon
there's
as their
an
kid is
IGN review
vaccinated,
on
they're
it.
done. And then if they don't get it vaccinated, like he'll be healthy. He or she will be healthy forever.
Right.
You know, that was the problem.
So anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I'm just pumped for Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know next time how it is. The average Joe review.
Dude, I'll be streaming it tonight if you want to check it out.
Slick.
I'll probably be watching someone else.
That's fine.
So where can people find you stream?
That's fine. What's that?
Where can we find you stream?
You can find me streaming at the Average Joe Show. Twitch.tv/AVGJOESHOW. Average Joe Show.
Administering your cyberpunk vaccine.
Straight up, man. I heard if you get a vaccine in Cyberpunk, you can triple the size of your schlong.
Oh my gosh. It's all about that thing
Listen, man.
in Cyberpunk.
The fact that I can adjust the size of my wee makes this game a 10 out of 10. That's like one of the things that confuses me.
That's
Is like, how is this
one of the
game
things you want.
a 7 out of 10 with that person? You can just have a massive woohoo, and you're going to give that game a 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
Come on,
That's why
this
the
game
girl
has
didn't like it.
at least an 8. At least an 8.
Inches.
Ooh, please, that's small. Mine's 20. I wonder how big.
Jeez. You
I wonder how big I can just make this thing.
Spider-Man, like, like grappling stuff.
It's my main weapon. It's like a giant club.
Yeah. It's like an elephant trunk.
In order for me to fast travel, I use it as a propeller.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the TV show The Boys?
No, is it good?
There is a guy that was given the superpowers. He's called the Python, and you can guess what he gets to do.
Whoa, Anaconda.
Anaconda.
Sneaking around.
There's this one episode where
He's
they're
got
breaking
sense on
into
it.
a research lab, and somebody is getting choked out, and he's like, "Was that his? Oh my god, that was his! Ah!"
That's hilarious.
That was Joe in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that was me from Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know why you're
reaching
already throwing people
through
my
other
gameplay.
dimensions. His it can go like back in time and like time travels because it's so big. It's like in oh man, what's that Matthew McConaughey movie? In space. He like I don't know, whatever. Couldn't set that one up right.
Is the name of the movie Matthew McConaughey in space? Because I'd watch that. Matthew McConaughey as himself in space. I
can't remember what it was, but there's like the he like goes back in time, whatnot, finds different realities.
I don't know that one.
I've seen that one.
Oh, never mind. Dang it.
Does he just say all right? So,
Oh, he does a lot, yeah.
all right.
So,
Ladies
Chris,
and
where can people
gentlemen,
find you at?
You can find me at monkeybutlerimprov.com. Christopher Best.
Oh yeah, he does shows every week, right? On Facebook.
We have training every week over Zoom, Thursday nights for introductory improv. It's free. Just come on by and check us out. monkeybutlerimprov.com. We also do shows. Tonight is actually the introduction rehearsal shows, or not rehearsal show. Their end of class show that they do. Every class that finishes gets to do their own show.
Ooh,
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then our show team puts on a show every couple months, and we get hired on to do shows for corporate events and for school groups. Yeah.
Can I sign up for your class now completed and just do an entire show with me just adjusted the size of my schlong on Cyberpunk 2077?
Well,
wow, man.
so we keep it out of
Ruined a good moment.
Keep it out of the bathroom in the bedroom.
Oh, it's family friendly. So what if I made it? What if I made it then like I do it? No, that's awesome, man. That sounds cool. So
Crazy,
what's the name of the
man.
website once more again?
monkeybutlerinimprov.com.
Nice.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining us, Kris.
Yeah, thanks for
Hope you
having
had
me.
fun, for sure. Yeah, guys, thanks for listening, and you can check out the Patreon for ways to get involved in the podcast as well, and to help us out, and to help us get Carla back, because we need her back.
Oh, do we do?
We do, man. I'll make sure she gets the vaccine first, because she's gonna need it.
That's all I want.
So, all right, thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Say bye.
Bye.